Hey everyone, this is Eric Silvermoon. I wanted to do a video today just to share with you my Melora music, my day 14 of my 30 Days of Magic challenge, where I am sharing with you either crafts that I'm making or spells that I'm going to be doing, meditation, stuff like that in 30 days. So I dedicated the entire month of April in helping me get back in that magical bandwagon. I've fallen off of it, and I've been working a lot on studying my craft and really learning it and growing in that way, but I haven't really gotten my hands dirty. So it's been 14 awesome days so far. And again, I apologize that I'm not advertising that I'm either going to do a live video like I am today, or that I'm going to do one of just uploading them. It's pretty random. It's kind of how I am. I don't really plan for things, so I'm sorry. So today I wanted to, I actually wanted to harvest some amazing mint leaves and plants that are growing right in my front door. And so I thought that would be a cool video to show you guys, how I'm going to use mint in my magical practice and how I honor that. So I'm actually going to do that possibly in the weekend, so I have a little bit more time to sit and do that, because I just got out of work. So I didn't want to go outside, and it's already starting to get a little bit dark. So, but anyways, so today I kind of wanted to do a. My dogs are arguing. I'm sorry. I wanted to do a dream pillow. I have just like a sleepy time pillow that I made that just has black rice. It has lavender and mint. And I have a little citrine crystal in there. And I just kind of use that to, whenever I just want to rest my eyes. It smells wonderful. But this time around, I actually just wanted to create a dream pillow that is going to be, well, my intentions, I guess I should be honest. I really want to have some more really good visions, and I want to have some time where I want to just connect with spirit, connect to the goddesses that I work with, and I want to just close my eyes and have something to help me channel and enhance that. And so I wanted to create something to help me with that. So what I'm going to make today, and what I'm going to show you guys today, is that I want to make a pillow to kind of put over my eyes to help me do all that stuff. And I think I just repeated myself, so I'm sorry. So I went to Hobby Lobby, which is one of my all-time favorite craft stores. I buy everything there. Again, yes, I know that there's politics, but I really don't care. I'm not a political kind of person. I'm the one person that just kind of goes in there. If there's a sale and I like what they have, I'm going to buy it regardless of what their beliefs are. I know Hobby Lobby tends to be a Christian store, and I respect them and honor them. They sell some pretty witchy things, so well, at least they look witchy to me. So I'm up for a sale. They have great sales. I'm probably that one person where they say something very offensive to me, and I'll be like, "Hey, buddy, that was rude. Is that table still on sale? I'll take it." So that's that's kind of how I'll interact with that. But I love Hobby Lobby. So I was in there, and this wasn't my intention to do this today. I was actually, like I said, I wanted to do some mint leaves, but I saw this fabric, and I loved it. I loved how Stevie Nicks it looked. I love how magical it looked. I just kind of wanted to wear it and twirl with it. And so it's awesome. So I'm going to move my camera down so you can see my workspace area, so that it doesn't, so I don't have to be showing you and doing it in here. So I'm going to move down here so you can see it. So I'm going to do that now, and I'm sorry that it's going to be a little bit shaky. I want to make sure that this is done. And you're going to see my dogs again. Okay. Sorry, babies. So I'm going to try to move this without dropping everything. And I think that's good. Okay. So you see the fabric? It's beautiful. It's this really cool, like tie-dye-y psychedelic effect going on. And so I bought a yard of it, and I was just like, I guess I could use this to kind of cover my working table, to do my crafts, to do some tarot readings, or whatever I want to do with it. It's such a beautiful fabric. And so I was like, I think there might be a little bit extra for me to do something. So I already, before I started the call, I've already sewn my dream pillow. This is a piece that I cut in it. Already sewn it. This is my first time using this little handy dandy magical wand sewing thing. So it was pretty awesome, super quick. A friend gave it to me. And so thank you, friend. So yeah, so I already sewed it to the length that I want. And I think I just want about this much of it to be my actual pillow. And so the herbs that I chose today to use is mugwort. And I've also used lavender. So mugwort to me is probably one of the witchiest herbs that I've heard of. I use it for Vision Quest teas, and I'll put my camera back up so you can see me. I've used it for Vision Quest teas. I've used it for my scrying mirror, to kind of purify my scrying mirror with it. I've used it to purify some of my crystals that I want to use just for vision things, like psychic awareness, for intuition enhancement. Mugwort's fantastic for that. So I like to give my amethyst crystal a good little polish and little love with some mugwort. And so that's why I chose it, because mugwort, it really helps me get into that witchy mindset. And if I'm going to be working with some vision quests and wanting some I think it's called prophetic dreams, I want to have that. So that's why I choose mugwort. And lavender, to me, is fantastic. It reminds me of the goddesses. It reminds me of psychic abilities, intuition, protection. It reminds me of shadow work, of going within. It's just that it's almost like that amazing all-purpose herb that really helps me. So I like those two together. And so I'm going to move it back down so you can see what I'm going to do. And so I have, like I said, mugwort, lavender. I have my little scooper to shove things in. I have my working candle going, and I have 3 citrine chips that I'm going to put in it. Citrine to me is one of those all-purpose crystals that don't need to be cleansed, in my opinion. I always do my blessing for it, but I know that it is a almost like soap. It's a self-cleaning kind of crystal. You could put it next to other crystals and it'll help clean and charge them as well. Again, these are my beliefs on it, so it's always been like that. I can always trust citrine to help me with the other crystals that I have to kind of get them ready. So I use citrine and amethyst a lot in my practice. And so I always leave a really long flap, because once I start filling this up, it will get kind of, well, I guess it will say it shrinks a little bit, or it gets a little pudgy. And so just in case, if I feel like, extending it or making it larger, I can. I have that freedom. The reason I'm only using herbs for this and not rice or anything else to give it, like that kind of like oceany, grainy feel to it, that fluidity feel, is that I want this to be something where I could just rest on my eyes and, it being only herbs. And so that's why I only want to do herbs. And it might not be a great of reason, but that's just me. And so I love the smell of mugwort. It's pretty awesome. I don't like the way it burns the smell it releases when I burn it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put I'm going to layer it. So I'm going to put a good amount of mugwort, a good amount of lavender, and then I'll put another layer of mugwort, another layer of lavender, just so it's kind of all there. And then I'll go ahead and try to move them around. And so I'll start putting a little bit of mugwort, and it can be a little bit messy. And I'll just shove that in there. And again, if you're curious, I get all of my herbs, well, not all of them, but most of my herbs from Mountain Rose. They have fantastic selection. And they also have them at pretty reasonable prices. I mean, I got a huge bag of like a pound of mugwort, a pound of lavender for probably either 20 bucks each. I use it for everything, so I thought that was a good deal. I'm not, you know, I'm not really sure if that is a good deal, but the product is amazing, so it's well worth the price. Bless you. My dog just sneezed. And so I'll put some more lavender. And I know somebody asked me about this incense burner. It's pretty cool. It's a bottle. It has a hole in the back. It's decorated. I bought it at a little witchy shop that I love in Bakersfield. So shout out to the Enchanted Cottage in Bakersfield. They're fantastic. And so I had it for a couple of years, and you know, it's fantastic, and I love it. I kind of want to make my own. And so I'm going to go ahead and put some more of the mugwort in it. And a little bit more of the lavender. And then I kind of want to stop and feel it. And the cool thing is that the lavender actually gives it that rice feel, or like, you know, when you have like those dream pillows. It smells fantastic. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna shake it so everything settles. And at this point, I mean, I have a lot of room to add some more. So at this point, I'm gonna add one of the citrine chips, since I have 3. And I think the last one I put was lavender, so I'm going to add some more mugwort. And making a huge mess. You know, and I really appreciate everyone that has been following me and supporting everything I do. I think has been one of the biggest blessings that I have to say has come out of this experience, is the connection that I have made with a lot of you. It has been such an honor, such a blessing to get to hang out and chat with you online. I hope I get to meet some of you, or all of you, in person. You know, I'm in California, especially where I live in Merced. It's a very small little country town. And I say country because, you know, the only other place I grew up was Los Angeles. So to me, this is country. So I'm going to put another citrine crystal. But yeah, it's been fantastic. You know, I've been exposed to so many great teachers. You know, as I am with my spiritual business, with, you know, putting yourself out there, it's a challenge. And everyone has a story, and I enjoy hearing those stories, and you know, you learn so much from one another. So I'm kind of want to see how far it is. I think it might be kind of full. It smells amazing. So I think I could pack just a little bit more, because you want to leave some room to make sure that you have plenty of room to sew and seal it. So let me see. I think I'm going to finish it off with some lavender. And actually, before I do, I'm going to add the other citrine. So that's all 3 citrine crystals. And I'm going to finish it up. And that's it. And so what I've seen on this side is I've seen people simply just tie it. Like, I'll just show you real quick. I've seen people tie it so that in case they're kind of over this group of herbs, they could always put some different herbs in it. Maybe create another satchel. You know what? I kind of want to tie it. I don't think I want to sew it as I thought I originally wanted to. I think I like the idea of being able to put other things that I need, you know, as I need it. Like if I wanted to put a piece of crystal in here, like another, I usually have like a quartz crystal or a like rose quartz or something that I might need for enhancement, I could just open the bag up, unknot it, and put it in here. And so, you know, it's good that I could, you know, double knot it, have a cute little charm on it, and kind of just use it. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, and so I think I'm gonna actually keep it like that. I'm gonna probably sew a little bit now that I've seen a little of the lavender come out, and so I'll probably knot it. But I'll show you the way that I'm gonna kind of bless it and do my thing. So I'm gonna move the camera back down so you can see what I'll do. When I work with energy, I use both of my hands. I know some people only use their primary hand, which is normally the one where you receive energy. And so usually it's the left-handed for people that have the right hands are dominant or vice versa. For me, it's both hands. So what I like to do is I like to desensitize my hands. And I kind of put them out like this, and I close my eyes, and I personally envision black smoke coming out of my hands and engulfing the entire tool or item, as you want to call it. And during this process where it's completely being engulfed by this black smoke, I'm calling in my guides and guardians, my angels, my archangels, my ascended masters, my fairies, guides and guardians, great spirit, goddess and God, anybody that you work with, I usually call them down, and I ask them to help me bless and cleanse this item or tool. I ask for them to remove any and all auric cords that might be attached from other people that have handled any of these items. I ask for them to remove any negativity, any staggered energy, any darkness that this item or tool might have. And then I usually just kind of wait until I feel like I could lift my hands and release that smoke. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, so at this point I feel like it's ready for me to release that black smoke. And so what I like to do is I like to envision myself picking up all that black smoke with my hands and then compressing it. And when I feel like I'm ready to release it, I envision it turning into a black crow. And then I just send it off and I dust my hands and it is done. So mote it be. And that's it. That's how I usually just charge my items. And I'll notice that my hands get really, really hot and very, very tingly, kind of electric. And it's a pretty interesting feeling when I do that. So I think that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to close up a little bit of the corners so that I could tie it up in case I want to add anything, like I said, like a crystal or some other kind of magical herbs, or maybe even like a letter or something that I write to myself, a protection spell that I want to just put in here while I'm working. I have the freedom and space to do it. And so there's a lot of possibilities. So I'm not going to sew this shut. I'm just going to knot it very well. And that's it. So I appreciate you guys for the ones that are watching now, the ones that will watch later. This is the way that I create a dream pillow, or whatever you want to call it. You know, I can't wait to use this. I'm going to keep it in my altar for, I like to do 24 hours or 3 days. Usually a day or 3 days are my actual primary magical charge stuff. I don't even call it. So yeah, so I'm going to let it in my altar for a little bit. And hopefully by either tonight before I go to bed, I'll go ahead and try it out, or I'll just wait till tomorrow evening. But that's it. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. Blessed be. Take care.